Hello, I am Libby. I'm here with my baby girl Addie, who is 4 months old. And I'm going to be going over what we did and did not use from my hospital bag. This little girl right here had to stay in the NICU for 3 days. So if you are wanting to prepare for kind of what's the maximum you might need, this is the video for you. After about 3 days, you would be ready to go grab some extra things from the house, or your partner would be ready to go grab some things from the house. So this video will help you prepare kind of for what's the maximum you're gonna need before you would have the ability to go get restocked on some stuff. So I'm gonna be going through my bag, what we did and did not use during our whole time in the hospital. So throughout my whole unmedicated natural birth, and then also during her 3-day stay. You ready? Let's get into it. Sure. Thank you. Cheers. I got an ad on my own video. Look, you were in mommy's belly. But I also made a list of things that I have to buy. We are gonna go to Target. I miss just going to Target, you know, just grabbing my keys and going to Target. You see mommy? Loved all of those snacks. I actually did not use any of them during labor. During labor, my hospital gave me popsicles, which were perfect. I was only laboring with her for like 9 hours, so I didn't need any of the snacks, but I ended up eating all of those postpartum during our NICU stay. I wasn't a big fan of the hospital food. I'm vegetarian, so they didn't have really good like vegetarian options. And so I ate all of those snacks. I was really hungry. It's like running a marathon giving birth. And so having access to those snacks in our 3-day stay was awesome.
Then I got a couple things for postpartum care. I got this nipple balm, the Freedom Mom perennial healing foam, as well as their peri bottle. And the only toiletry item I got was some dry shampoo.
I did not use a majority of the Freedom On stuff besides their disposable underwear, which I will link below. That was the one Freedom On thing I actually used. I also did not use any nipple cream because I used the LV Catch Cups 24/7. Oh, and so I highly recommend those. I haven't had any issues with like cracking or bleeding or any of that stuff. Dry shampoo, yes, always.
I got this like super nice soft robe, a pajama set that had buttons and heavy buttons that also could be really good for nursing. This is kind of like, I'll wear when home maybe. Really like these pants that are nice and soft and comfortable. And I got this nursing bra that kind of naturally goes with that, as well as this nursing tank if it's cold and I want it.
All those clothes were great. Besides, the one thing I would change is I would get a black set of pajamas because you're going to be going through basically the largest period of your life, and so black is just a little bit nicer to have than white.
Go with Dave's coming home outfit.
So I talked right there like the coming home outfit. We really didn't get to do any of the like dressing up outfits or things. So when they're in the NICU, they have clothes for them that they put on the babies, which is just easier because they've got like lots of wires and stuff coming off. So they've already like cut holes and stuff so that it can get to the baby easy. So we didn't put any of her clothes on her until like literally the last second. So you don't have to worry about packing any extra baby clothes if there's going to be a NICU stay.
Deodorant, dry shampoo, the Prenatal Vitamins emergency. I packed
yes to all your toiletries, and definitely remember to bring some prenatal vitamins with you. I even really liked having those emergency or like little Gatorade pouches, that kind of thing, to stay hydrated as your milk is coming in, and definitely want to have those prenatals to recover after birth.
Packed some diapers for me. Apparently these can be better than like hospital have they can do so.
I did not need the diapers until I was home.
Gonna bring them. I have some bathing suits here for labor in the tub in case I want to get like in and out. I can change from.
I wish I had put those on. By the time I had gotten to that part of my birth, I was like 9 centimeters when I got into the tub. I was not thinking about anything, and so I ended up being totally naked, which was not the best for photos and videos and all that, so I wish I had remembered to put those on.
Those nursing bras back. I have some socks here.
Socks are yes, make sure they have grips on the bottom.
I ran away of the snacks, those items from Target that I just talked about that I purchased. I've got a bag here for like hospital freebies that they give you.
Having that extra bag was definitely clutch. They give you lots of stuff in the NICU, lots of diapers, different medications, all that stuff. And having some of those reusable grocery sacks were really nice to carry all that stuff home. And we also moved rooms with her because she moved from like the more intense NICU to the less intense. And so having that to move around was nice.
Literally free. The included hospital items that you pay for with your insurance. I give them this bag. Got some because I have underwear and some nursing bras. And then on William's side,
I did not need any underwear for me because I was in like the mesh hospital underwear.
He's got comfy outfits, some pajamas, a sweater. He's also got 2 bathing suits so he can get into the tub with me, and some more socks. So his
William was fine. He could have had like half that stuff, but he'd been fine. He did not get into the tub with me, which was nice because the tub got pretty nasty. So it was good that he wasn't in there.
Most of things that I'll have to add in slippers because I am ready right now. I'll have to add water bottle or pillows, my laptop, camera, ID, insurance, and I'm maybe gonna add my breast pump here so that the lactation consultant in the hospital can like help me with it, make sure it works good.
I wish I had brought my breast pump. They do have one in the hospital that you can use, but it just took a long time for them to bring that to our room. So because she went straight to the NICU, I didn't get to start pumping until like 4 hours after birth because it just took a long time to get a pump to our room. So I wish I had had my pump and could have like got my doula to like immediately help me put it on, because I think that would have been a little bit better. I think the rolling suitcase was very nice because one of you is going to be carrying the car seat. So having like, I could just roll the suitcase. Being postpartum, my husband could carry her. I needed my camera. I did not end up doing any editing there, so I could have left my laptop at home easily. I had a cup like this. Instead of a water bottle, I would definitely suggest something with a straw so that when you're in labor, you don't have to worry about like sitting up to take a sip. Like you can just be lying down and drink like that. So definitely look for a cup like this. I think those like Stanley cups are really popular right now. That would definitely work. Let's go to the other video about baby's bag.
Everything that I am packing into baby's hospital bag, I have it all laid out in front of me here. I am gonna pack all of the things, okay? I'm gonna have extra, the hospital might have them too, and that's fine, I don't care. If it fits in the bag, then that's okay. I don't wanna be worried about anything, and so
So I still agree with that mentality. You should pack whatever makes you feel comfortable being there. It was a little tough. Like the labor and delivery rooms were nice and big, but once we were in her NICU room, that was pretty tight. There wasn't a ton of space in there. And so we had a lot of like extra stuff that we didn't really need. So I'll let you know what we didn't actually use. She's eating her fingers.
First thing I'm gonna put back is this little changing mat, because we need to change.
Do not need a changing mat. They have one there.
Diaper on the way home. I'll have a place to do that. And that being said, with that, I'm bringing just 3 little diapers and a small like sample pack of water wipes.
They give you that. You do not need it.
Next, of course, outfits for baby. And so I've got a couple of things that I wanted to do at the hospital. First, I'm going to remake their announcement photo. So I had this little onesie in the announcement photo with this little like teether.
It's funny hearing me say there, because we didn't know her gender. But now I know you're a little baby girl. I ended up just doing that once I got home, which you might want to do. It's a lot easier to get like a nice lighting and good setup for photos at home. And her being in the NICU, like they didn't take the monitors off of her till like the last second when we were leaving. So I didn't really get any good pictures of her there. I think for next baby, I'll just plan on doing all my photos at home, which will make this like a lot lighter. Also less pressure at the hospital to like get photos done.
As well as our little sign.
We did have the little sign and we had it. We changed it all to all of her stats, which was nice to have in my room when we were separated. It just made it feel like a little bit nicer.
That photo. And then I've got a couple more different outfits. I've got 2 footed sleepers. There's this first one, it's from Burke's Bees. That are 0 to 3 months. This is the next one, it's from Kite Baby, which has the fold over hands and feet, which is nice. I don't have to worry about mittens and socks, that kind of thing. And I will try and link, anything I'll talk about down below for you. And then I've also got 2 newborn size outfits. So there's this one from Kite Baby, same thing. It's got the fold over sleeves and the footed. So that size newborn. And then I've got this one for another photo of their newborn announcement picture. And this is a knotted gown, so you can just like tie it to whatever size, which is nice.
I would not bring a knotted gown with you because you cannot put those in the car seat. I would just bring one Kite Baby newborn size because they will stretch to fit 0 to 3 months, and they will also are like small enough to fit preemie size. So then you would only need one newborn footie, which would be better.
Hat that goes with that.
A hat was good because it was December and cold, so it's good to have on her on the way home.
I'm just preparing for both of those potential things. I've also got a couple different pairs just some plain white socks to go with those clothes, as well as some little booties.
I would only bring those booties. The little socks fall off, but the footies from Burt's Bees are awesome because they snap on and they stay on.
Also for baby, I have 2 different pacifiers. I'm going to bring their Love Nub, and I'm also going to bring this Nature Sutton pacifier.
They gave her a pacifier in the hospital, and I ended up actually returning the Nature Sutton one. I've at least heard that it's supposed to be worse for baby's teeth than just like a regular pacifier. She uses that Nature Sutton one intermittently. She doesn't love it. She very rarely takes a passy, but when she does, it's that Nature Sutton one, which I'll link below.
I have a couple things for my breastfeeding. I've got just a pair of breast pads here.
Needed that because with our NICU stay, my milk came in while we were there and I was just like leaking everywhere. So those were really nice to have.
That is, I've also got my Haka here. I don't.
Haka, also nice to have during those first couple of days.
think a couple, these are actually cloth fiber liners, but I've heard these are really, really great. Like they're very absorbent, so they're really great. Like work cloth type thing, and these are also a little bit thicker. And so I've got 2 of these for any messes that I have.
The burp cloths were actually nice to have. They had towels in the hospital, which I guess we could have used, but I preferred to use those because they were just like a smaller size that I could easily toss on.
I need to attend to. And then I've also got my Boppy nurse.
Boppy was absolutely so clutch to have in its first couple of days because when they're newborn, it's really nice to have that while nursing.
And then the last thing I'm bringing for baby are a couple different swaddle options. First is the sleep sack from Titan.
They also gave her a swaddle. It was the Halo swaddle. And we just used that the whole time because I didn't want to have to worry about like making dirty laundry while we were there. So it didn't need like any swaddle stuff at all.
And then I've also got a pack of muslin swaddle blankets. I've got 3 of those that hopefully will be useful. I can use to cover the baby up in the car seat, etc. To like, kind of use muslin blankets to keep them warm as we go from the hospital to the car.
So I would do something slightly different with those blankets there. I would have left the thin ones at home and brought a nice thick one to lay over baby on top of the car seat. You don't want thick jackets on them in the car seat because they can compress in an accident and then like fly out of their harness. So you have to put like something thin on them and then put a blanket over top. So we've traded those thin blankets for a thick one. The other things that I had that were really nice during my stay was my own pillow and my own blanket. They have just like really, really thin ones at the hospital, and they had sheets for like the pull-out mattress, but not like a comforter. So like my thick blanket on top was really nice. The other things that were important were a long phone charger and a white noise machine. So I had this portable white noise machine right here, which was really nice, honestly, for me because I was staying in her room with her, and there were a lot of like beeping and noises all the time. And so this helped drown us out so that I could sleep. She was sleeping great at that time. She was still a little newborn. And I use this all the time now. I have it attached to her car seat. And so if she's sleeping, I turn this on and it helps keep her asleep for longer in her car seat. So that's really nice. The other thing I wish I had were like just some like fresh fruit and vegetables, that kind of thing. You're just really depleted after giving birth. So I just wanted like smoothies. That's definitely something, you know, your support person could pick up from you. You could also have it delivered, something like that. But having some of those, maybe those like naked juices, something like that in your fridge that someone could bring to you would be perfect. The things I didn't talk about in this video that I ended up really loving and using a lot were the Elf Catch Cups. Definitely check those out. Definitely pack them, bring them with you. Again, the breast pump would have been nice to have as well because my milk came in. I was just kind of leaking everywhere and I wasn't ready for that. They gave me everything I needed to like sterilize my pump parts and all that. I let me use the microwave to do that. And so I had all that and that was nice. Oh, there were another couple things during delivery. One, a brush set for some pain relief. So I would squeeze the comb right here on my palm like that and just kind of squeeze it down. And that was some good pain relief, as well as a speaker for music was really nice to play some like relaxing music and stuff like that. My hospital had a ball, a birthing ball, birthing stool, and a peanut, so I didn't need any of that stuff, but that would be nice as well. Hello, I am editing here and currently obviously nap trap, which is why this is on my horrible webcam. I apologize, but I needed to add that I also needed a pumping bra. I have one from Kendra Bravely now that is both nursing and pumping, so I would highly recommend packing that in your hospital bag. And my other big tip that I'm going to be doing next time is to pack 2 bags, not for like baby and mom, but for laboring and then post-delivery, because otherwise you're moving all these bags around all the time. So what would be better is to have just a very small delivery bag with your speaker, your camera, your combs, or like a fan if you're doing anything like that, and any specific labor snacks that you or your partner wants, and kind of a very small laboring bag that you can bring up when you're actually in labor into that room, and then a separate bag that your support person can go grab that has everything you need for after delivery. So any like clothes you're wanting, your toiletries, all of baby's outfits, all that kind of stuff, that can all wait until you're in the second room, which is mom and baby room. So next time, instead of packing a bag for me and my husband and a bag for the baby, I'm going to be packing a labor bag and a post-delivery bag. So I hope that helps. But other than that, that is everything I used from my hospital bag and baby's hospital bag for a natural labor and delivery, as well as for a 3-day NICU stay. If you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe down below. I make new videos every Thursday, and I'll see you back here next week. Bye.